Hey there, SNDL traders and investors. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also, the channel that was created by a retail investor for retail investors and home to the best MJ community. Happy 6 years, Canada. The rest of the world is watching, and they'll catch up soon. Don't worry. But I heard to believe it's been 6 years since federal legalization here in Canada. Love it. Never been more proud to be Canadian. In this video, we're going to be discussing SNDL and Nova. So Nova shareholders. Follow up to my last video, they did approve the plan of arrangement with SNDL. Again, I don't think anybody expected this, to have any hiccups. It was pretty much expected to go down without a hitch, and in my opinion, makes a lot of sense for both parties. And full disclosure, I do own SNDL, so we're going to discuss all of that more. We'll go over the details of that, and then we'll look at the chart, what to expect in terms of the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. But as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. And like I said, I have a very large position in SNDL, very bullish on them long term. If you're new, you can subscribe. Like the video, I'd appreciate it. I think I earned it today. And tick the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. You can follow us over on X as well, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. Nova shareholders approved proposed plan of arrangements with SNDL under Business Corporation Act, Alberta, yada, yada, yada. So the arrangement, SNDL agreed to acquire all of the Nova shares in exchange for, with respect to each Nova share, either $1.75 in cash or 0.58 of an SNDL share, subject to proration in accordance with the plan of arrangement contemplating the arrangement and the consideration. So holders of a total of 53,807,000 and change Nova shares were present in person, virtually, or represented by proxy at the meeting, representing approximately 86.67% of the issued and outstanding Nova shares as of the record of September 3rd, 2024. Let's see if there's anything else. It's going to go to the Court of King's Bench with respect to the arrangement and the satisfaction of waiver of certain customary closing conditions. Not expecting anything to come up. I think this will go through pretty smoothly. And Nova will apply to the court for the final order at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, local time here in Alberta, on October 17th, 2024. The arrangement is expected to close the day after, on or around October 18th, 2024. So not far away. And hard to believe. This is 6 years in Canada. October 18th tomorrow. So, this is going down pretty quickly. And like I said, as expected, but it's time just absolutely flies. Like I said, it's been 6 years in Canada. The rest of the world is watching. They'll follow in our footsteps, but love that we're a leader in that regard. And like I said, never been more proud to be Canadian. And it's only ever going to happen once. So don't worry, the rest of the world, your time will come and we'll be here celebrating with you. Don't worry. You'll join the party. You'll be a little bit late, but better late than never. On the daily time frame here, we do have a daily bull flag. So we did hold the 0.32 fib on this daily consolidation. So key support going forward is going to be 197. It's actually a double bottom. So 197 was the key support there at the 0.32 fib. So it's also a double bottom. So it would have been a nice, kind of swing trade as well, looking for an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. So some confluence there. But if you entered there at 197, set your stop just below that, maybe risk a couple of percent. The measured move would be about 6%, right? So risks are a penny or two to make about 6%. So that was a no-brainer opportunity in my opinion. We closed at the high of the day. It's looking pretty good. So key resistance to break is going to be 202. That would confirm it. Lose 197, that would negate it. And like I said, measured move, you just take your high to the low, move it out to your 0.382 fib, and it's saying the measured move is 209. One thing I'm a little concerned about is we still have yet to see the death cross. A lot of names already saw death crosses with the 50 above the 200-day moving average and then cross. MSOS had it. I just did a video on high tide. It had a death cross and saw downside as a result. And then SNDL just has yet to see its death cross. But it doesn't mean that it has to, because other names in the space have already done it, right? They've already seen that cross. It just means that it's still a possibility, but not an absolute guarantee. And to be fair, we did come back and backtest the 200-day moving average, and we held it as support. So it's been very, very strong support there around $1.90. So overall, if we fail to get a close back above that 50-day moving average, I'd be a little concerned that we could see the potential for one more flush down here. And on the weekly time frame, we're gearing up for a 50 weekly and 100 weekly moving average bull cross. So this is looking really, really good. That's happened on a couple of names as well already. And a lot of names are starting to back test their 200 weekly moving average as a resistance test. So that means we'd be at around $4.12, which would be over a 100% gain from here. So if we take a look at the weekly time frame as well, we just had a stochastic bear cross. MACD still yet to cross bullish, but it's not far away, and we're still below the 10-week moving average. So I'm pretty muted here on the direction. I think we could see a little bit more sideways action with a slight chance of we see one more final flush down below $1.90. Maybe we go to $1.80, $1.75, and then resume higher. But yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag here right now. A lot of mixed signals, some bearish, some bullish. If we take a look at the weekly time frame just to see if we can get some more clues, yeah, we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross on the weekly time frame. So that's not a great sign. And yeah, we did confirm a weekly downtrend and a lower high and lower low, but it's just been an equilibrium here at the moment. You have our low, high, higher, low, lower, high, higher, low, lower, high, higher, low, tightening up. And then that means when you have an equilibrium like that on the shorter level time frame, zoom out to the longer term time frame and look for inside bars. That's exactly what's happening. Is basically 3 monthly inside bars in a row, and we're breaking it bearish. So not a great sign, but we're still holding EMA 12 here on the monthly time frame as support, and we could see the first ever monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross in history over the coming months. And again, I just did a video on high tide. High tide's very, very close to seeing it. Look how close that is. EMA 12 at 207, EMA 26 at 219. So that's very, very close to seeing that cross bullish. And look at the momentum we've been seeing on high tide. So SNDL, following in the footsteps of high tide, the best case scenario would be that we get very, very close to seeing that happen. And these are lagging indicators, right? These EMAs are moving averages or exponential moving averages. So by the time we see those cross, price would have already, risen. But as of right now, it's very, very far away before we see those cross. EMA 12 is at $2 and EMA 26 is at 283. So we still have a lot of work to do. I'd say it's at least a few months before we see those cross bullish. But, 19 days before the elections, we're seeing full-blown federal legalization promised in some campaigns now. And we have excise tax improvement in Canada, which would benefit SNDL because it's a producer as well, not just a retailer. And it does pay excise tax. But a lot of the revenue does come from alcohol retail and MJ retail it's not like it would make a huge difference to their bottom line based on their MJ operations, but it definitely would have some impact on that MJ operation high excise tax. So like I said, it's looking great here over the next few months. We could see, like I said, Germany. They also have EU GMP certification at their facility in New Brunswick and Atholville. So lots of opportunity. Sunstream in the USA. We're just getting started, right? You're so early to the party. It's not even funny. We're not even, quarter way through the first inning of this ball game. So I'm here for it. Like I said, I'm a little concerned about this death cross here in the weekly EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. So I would say, shorter to medium term looking kind of bearish and sideways action. Medium to longer term, though, looking really, really good, and would not be surprised if we were back up around that $3 or $4 mark, back test the 200 weekly moving average over the coming months as we have many, many catalysts on the horizon. But going in it there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth, everybody. And we'll see you again on the next one.